Do you see it?
Nah, nope. I just see private chat comments and record now.
Yeah. Hold on, let's go.
Mm.
Niggas home shit, niggas home shit. Hey, Monkey Man on the track. Hey, 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 hey. Dungeon drop. Active, nigga. Monkey Man freestyle. On my mama, on my soul. Easy, easy. Easy now no more. Gorilla Monk, nigga. You know what it is? Easy now no more. Hey, right sideways with the 12 gauge. See me on a minute with the beam on it. I'm all about that cream on it. Good shit, that thug shit. We been with it. We been with it. All the loud pack aroma. 2 and 2, Narco and Soma. Turn it up to summer. Blood it so like a song. Put that on my mom. No 50, keep it 100. Eating pasta with lobster with mobsters. You know that. Watching these niggas close like bananas. Watching them close like bananas. I was popping blood, shit, nothing good. Even my folk niggas showing love. Even my folk niggas. I got love for thugs. I full of these drugs. Middle finger up. Popping my songs just to feel good. Like him, nigga. I'm popping the trunk and smoking the stuff that just to feel good. Oh, yeah, like real shit, nigga. On my mama, on my soul. Rubbing your life, rubbing your life. Cause the devil might be looking for you.
Looking for you.
You play some games on the field of it. And we don't play no games. No. We don't play no games. We don't play no games. You know what it is, TMB with Monkey Man, you know what I'm saying? Roll something, light something, bitch. FaceTime my playground where we ride on foes. Sip on foes. Trunk on glow. Life for show. No, when you see me. On the late night with Dirty. Having convo. Acres home for Uncle Pete in the chat. Excuse my manners, call me and pay some cash. I'm trying to get a bag. Why these niggas mad? Chocolate tie with the thick dye. Black, light subscribe. Early morning routine, that's a grand rising. I might just hit the gritty. I might just hit the Heisman. 2 Hill, that's Nike fam. Acres home, that's where I am. TMB with Monkey Man. That's on your channel now. TMB with Monkey Man. Easy now no more. TMB with Monkey Man. TMB with Monkey Man. TMB with Monkey Man. I'm on your channel. Way the conversation, you know what it is, homie. TMB with Monkey Man. TMB with Monkey Man. Smoke some bitch like Pimp say.
TMB with Monkey Man. I'm on your channel.
TMB with Monkey Man. And now no more.
Man, what's the motherfucking deal, man? How everybody doing? Assalamu alaikum, aloha, konnichiwa, buenos dias, no, buenos tortes, because it's nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But whatever it is and whatever you like, man, how y'all doing? Nah, this brother I got right here, man, I don't know how I get connected with niggas in Chicago, but I do. So I even had a roommate nigga from Chicago. I can't avoid Chicago niggas. My brother, may he rest in peace, Julius Taylor. He was from Chicago, one of the first brothers I ever heard say car, because they say car. They don't say car. They say car. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this nigga Bearded Conversation, man, he's been more than a YouTuber, man. When I was going through my shit, I can call this brother anytime and he give me some sound advice, you know what I'm saying? Or when I was going, man, I hate to tell it, but man cried, thought I didn't fuck with him no more. When I was locked up down there in jail, the Virgin, I told him, now, look here, man. The people that know me know I go through shit. You know, I cuss you out and come back tomorrow and say I love you. You know what I'm saying? But this brother here, he called me his blood. And this is my brother, man. And without further ado, man, I'm finna bring you Bearded Conversation, man. He played all my music. He's one of my fans. I can say he's a big Monkey Man fan when it comes down to this music. He might say everybody else trash. He'd be like, your song fire, or you can do a little bit better. He gonna give me the God honest truth. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, without further ado, Bearded Conversation. What up, Bearded?
Man, what's going on, everybody, man? To your audience, man, and to everybody that's watching, man, you know what I'm saying? Before we get started, I just want to say, man, keep everybody in your thoughts, your prayers, your views, and meditations. And don't forget these 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And don't forget to sprinkle a little support on top, man, because that's one of the most important things that I believe that, you know, we all need out here, man, and that's support.
Who is Bearded Conversation? Let people know who you are before the YouTube, the regular person, because I ain't gonna give you government. But I
Well,
want the
okay.
government name. I want the government name, not Bearded. Give him who is the government name?
The government name, man, I am Arthur D. Graham. You feel me? Not a junior. You know, my grandfather and father, we all got the same name, but I'm not a third and I'm not a junior. But Arthur D. Graham. Who is Arthur D. Graham? Grew up on the low end of Chicago. That's when. So for people that's not familiar with Chicago, when we say the low end, that's you know what I'm saying, anything from 45th on down in numbers. You know, 45th, 42nd, 3rd, 33rd, the 20s and stuff like that. So I'm originally from the low end, man. You feel me, man? Been bounced around a lot, did a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, give a quick little synopsis, but yeah, man, shit. And man, you know, went to college, you know what I'm saying? Shit, came home and, you know, got into a lot of different things, man, a lot of different religions, a lot of different philosophies. And you know, I just shit, it made me who I am today. So, you know, today I can really tell you who I am. You know, that journey, I couldn't really tell y'all who I was through that journey because I was just trying to find myself. But today, I'm an individual, man, that loves to help people, that loves to support people, whether it's the youth, whether it's old people, whether it's women. Um, I try to stand behind, you know what I'm saying, my word and just, you know what I'm saying, help, man. If I say I'm gonna help you, or if I genuinely rock with you, man, you know what I'm saying, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like everybody know, because I don't have the fact that I got 10 kids, man. You know, I take care of my kids. You know, well, I try to take care of them the best as I can, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Which I done a pretty good job. And hold on, and speaking of kids, man, I just literally, my son just called me from jail. So one of my twins supposedly got somebody pregnant. And my son was telling him, look, you ain't come from no daddy that did not, that, you know what I'm saying? He said what he told him. You didn't come from a father that didn't take care of you. So why the hell is you out here trying not to take care of, you know what I'm saying, some kids? But I ain't talked to my son and he ain't told me what's going on with that situation. But, you know, when I talk to him and figure it out, I see why he acting like how he acting. You know what I'm saying? You know, you never know.
Right,
Yeah, but
right.
yeah.
And I want to salute you, bro, because I saluted you before, but I never saluted you on my in front of my audience on the simple fact. And shout out to Miss Thundercat, man, hit the thing. You got the you can't do it. Huh? The Thundercat,
Shout out to Miss Yellow.
salute to Miss Thundercat in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying? But man, I want to give you big ups, man, because like I told you on your show, I know niggas that got one child and don't even take care of them. You know what I'm saying? But for you to take care of 10 kids, and this ain't no lie, I've seen damn near all 10 of them, not at one time, but through several. 2 at a time, 1 at a time, and he take care of some brothers too. I'm talking about not just his kids. I'm talking about he take care of some grown ass niggas too. But how is that? Taking care of 10 kids, man. Like how does that work? How does that feel?
Oh, so and sometimes, man, it could be draining. It could be so, but
So
so for
sometimes, man,
me, since I wanted all these kids,
for
I knew
me,
what it was going to take
since I wanted
to
all
have.
these kids,
We got an
I knew
echo. We got an echo somewhere.
to have, we got an echo. We got an echo somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna silence mine.
Okay. So for me, taking care of 10 kids. So I always tell people this, man. It ain't that damn hard. It ain't that bad taking care of 10 kids. The hardest part about taking care of 10 kids is the difference in attitudes and the difference of approach on how you're going to approach each child. Money wise, it wasn't that hard for me. So when my kids was little, man, you feel me? I used to always tell them, look, you can get these 2 pair of shoes, you feel me, for this price, or you can get 1 pair of shoes. And again, like when I couldn't afford nothing, or when I couldn't talk, or when I couldn't get what they needed, or when I was in between jobs or whatever, I actually sat down and talked to my kids. I said, listen, man, well, look, I'm going through this. We can't do this. We can't get this. It's gonna be a while before, what I'm saying, I can get you that. You know what I'm saying? And the simple fact, well, I ain't gonna say the simple fact. The part that they was willing to listen and try to understand that I didn't have everything to give them at that time. The point that they really, what I'm saying, was like, okay, well, what I'm saying, you talk to us, we know, fuck it, we good. Even if they wasn't good, what I'm saying, they act like they was good. So I mean, within that, man, I guess, man, I couldn't ask for nothing more because, man, nowadays kids is ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But as they didn't got older, man, I done put myself in a little better predicament to where, anything they want something, I can always get it. But outside of that, man, having 10 kids, for me, it wasn't a big deal, man. When you have them, it's like, oh shit, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna need this, I need that. But honestly, like even with my kids playing football, about me having so many kids, man, I didn't got discounts, what I'm saying, for having kids, or I got one of my kids, maybe one of the twins, like he was the shit in football, bro. It's like, oh man, look, man, if he can play for me, all your other boys can play for free type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I had a lot of advantages. Well, that's just for me. Everybody don't get these advantages because sometimes, I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk and say that it wasn't hard. And now it never was a situation or a point where we didn't have nothing to eat or I couldn't feed or clothe them or nothing like that. But just the fact that you as a father, wanting to do this or wanting to send them there, or when they got games out of state and maybe you can't make it this time, like with my twins, when we was going out of now that I go out of state with my 2 youngest, well, they not the youngest because I got a 5-year-old now. But with the 2 younger ones that play football, whereas I couldn't do it with the twins and my older one. And I used to hate the fact that I couldn't do it with them. But I take advantage of the ones that I can do it with. That's all you can do it. Like I say, man, just sit down and you talk to them and man, and then I just been blessed. Shit, my oldest daughter in college, what I'm saying, full ride scholarship. I ain't really have to worry about paying for her college or tuition or books or nothing like that. They got my smarts. You feel me? My other daughter, my youngest daughter, same way. You know what I'm saying? She did. And they got a full ride. So I mean, it's just all about how life is what you make it, man. With so many kids, bro, if you don't stay focused and if you don't stay on them, or if you don't stay on yourself, raising 10 kids can be hard. And not just from a financial standpoint, just from a mental standpoint, because you're dealing with 10 different personalities. You know what I'm saying? I only have two women that's mother of my kids. It ain't like I got 5, 6, 7 baby mamas. So that was a plus. I don't have to deal with too many multiple personalities on the woman's side. But yeah, man, and the women that's been in my life with that has the kids, that have the kids with me, they've been, I don't want to say supportive because I really don't rock with them, but nah, my pullout game ain't weak. You feel me? She said, "Psych joking." Nah, I wanted all my kids. Like I literally wanted it. I want some more. I'm trying to have some more girls. Shit, honestly, I want some more kids. Um, but yeah, man, it's been great. It's been a blessing, man, and I appreciate my kids. And
I appreciate
you know,
my
I
kids.
came on my show, bro, and I told the people that I think people should tell their kids that they appreciate them, because without those kids in your life, man, maybe influencing you to do better, or maybe giving you the inkling to hustle a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, man, these kids change you, man, whether it's for the worse or for better. So, man, everybody, man, if you got kids at home, man, go in the house and tell them thank you. Shit, tell them thank you. I'm sorry for being long-winded, brother.
Nah, we just gonna do the mic game. We gonna mute yours, and then I'm gonna mute mine when I finish. Hey, so let me ask you this question: do you love them equal? Can you love all 10 kids equally, or do you got them ranked from 10 to like 10 my favorite and 5 the least favorite? Or how you do that, or do you love them all the same?
Well, my oldest son, you know what I'm saying, the one that's in jail, he was my favorite. You feel me? um, so yeah, I got, and I don't want to say it like that, but I guess you could say my two favorites are my two youngest children, my 14-year-old and my 5-year-old. My 14-year-old, you know what I'm saying, due to the fact when I was with his mother, you know what I'm saying, at one point in time I thought he wasn't mad type shit, you feel me, and the mistreatment, I wasn't the best person in the world. And what I'm saying, I just developed a love that, but don't get me wrong, I love all my children. Don't get me wrong, like everybody get the same thing, but you know what I'm saying, my youngest boy, you know what I'm saying, he's 5, he got autism. So, I try to give a little bit more special care and attention to him. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, my 14-year-old, man, that's like my favorite child. Well, my 14 and my oldest. My oldest and my used to be youngest. They're my favorite child. Don't get me wrong, I love my girls and shit, My girls love me hard as they, but the girls show me more love than the boys do anyway. But you know what I'm saying? It's just shit, they boys. So, I could do more things and be a little bit more attached to them and have a little bit more things in common with them. So that's why I would say my boy, if that makes any sense. But no, but I love all of them the same. The favoritism is just me, but as far as love go, love is spread equally. You know what I'm saying? Love is spread equally. Love is spread very much equally.
I know y'all think I'm tripping, but I'm trying to make me some coffee. So y'all know y'all like, why Monkey Man looking all up? I don't know what I did with my coffee cup. But we still the show must go on. So growing up in Chicago, we know how Chicago is, man. And do you feel that your kids are making the right decisions? Are they safe? Or you know what I'm saying? What do you do to keep them from falling in? Because we ain't gonna talk about your background like that, but we know your background. You feel me? What I do, I don't know if everybody know as far as how it go. Because Chicago is full of politics, man. You got to move a certain way. You can't just in some states you can move willy nilly, like, but you can't do that in Chicago. So, like, how do you keep them focused on righteousness? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, my bad, my bad. So yeah, when I was younger, I got affiliated in an intermediate organization that's that y'all be hearing about, you know what I'm saying, on all these blogs and shit, you know what I'm saying, the Black Disciples and shit like that. You feel me? I had joined the organization when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Once I started having kids though, that shit kind of went out the door. I mean, I still, you know what I'm saying, I don't participate, but I still, you know what I'm saying, see my people, speak to my peoples and shit like that. But now for my boys though, it's kind of hard though, man, because my oldest son that's locked up, man. I used to tell him that he wasn't built for these streets, and not to try to scare him or to turn him away. It's just that I didn't have my kids, or I didn't set my kids up for those type of activities. You know what I'm saying? Even activities that I did have them involved in, it wasn't for street activity. It was necessarily for life activity or survival activity or for general knowledge activity. So it's like, man, I really don't let them go nowhere. I really don't let them do nothing. And when they do go somewhere and do something, man, it's kind of like, I'll be scared. I'll be worried because it ain't like how it used to be when I was out there. And then when they don't respond, man, they just don't know. I'll be flipping the fuck out, especially my boys. Like, man, y'all got phones, man. Listen, and I'm a cool daddy, bro. I'm only flipping out if it's some bullshit involved. But if it ain't no bullshit involved, man, y'all, I let them rock out, let them do what they do. Just pick up the phone and let me know. So I try to keep them in activities. Now my oldest son, he just happened to, come about himself in a way that, you feel me, he thought he had to do some things. And he's suffering for those things right now. And we going back and forth for court. But for the and guess what? He wasn't raised, and he wasn't that type of individual. So it shocked the shit out of me when I learned about the shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? I got people sending me shit and like, man, did you know about this? And I'm like, yeah. But then when I deep and dive into it, I'm like, hell no, I ain't know you did. But anyway, that's another story. But the rest of them, man, just keeping them in sports, man, keeping them seeing things. Like even with my oldest son, before he got into football, I didn't have my kids into sports. I had them playing chess. I had them reading books and shit like that, and just trying to learn things. Like even my oldest son that's in jail, he called me like, man, all them books you used to try to get me to read, I'm reading them now. I bet, motherfucker. You feel me? You ain't got shit else to do but read. So shit, you. But when you was outside, if you took a little bit more interest in the things that I was telling you to do. Now I'm not gonna say you probably wouldn't necessarily be in this type of situation, but shit, you probably be a little bit further along. Now to hear to get these phone calls and hear him and say, man, when I get out, I'm gonna be locked in, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear that positive feedback from him, but he facing down there 45 years to life. And realistically, what I'm saying, I don't want to spew these words out my mouth, but I mean, we gotta come to see reality, and it's a chance that man. And when you're talking to a person that's got so much hope, you know what I'm saying, even if it's a false sense of hope, you don't want to try to tear it down. And at first, that's how I was always attacking it, because I'm a realist. I don't give a fuck who you is, son, daughter, mama, daddy, the goldfish, the cat, the dog. I'm pretty much thorough and straightforward with what I gotta say. You feel me? That's why I don't got too many niggas. I don't really got too many friends and shit like that. A lot of people really don't really fuck with me and like me, because you feel me? I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I mean, it ain't no. We not shortcutting shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, this is me. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Motherfuckers think I'm an ass. So that if you need help and it's genuine help, I'm gonna help you, bro. You feel me? If motherfucker try to get out on you, bro, and goddamn it, you call me up, man, folk, nigga, I'm there. You feel? But before I get there, you gotta answer my questions. I hate when people say, man, I want to answer, because I want to know what the fuck I'm finna get ready to die for. Because if I'm going there and I'm trying to assist and help, I don't give a fuck if it's my friends or my kids, and I don't got too many friends. I need to know what I'm going there for. This ain't no situation about asking questions later. I need to know now, because I'm gonna go all the fuck out. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, that's it. That was his problem. Like I told him, baby, when he got there, I said, man, that's your fault. You feel me? Like, and I tell him all the time, bro, you gotta grow right. You in there. Hopefully you get some type of understanding, because obviously you ain't understanding where I'm at. But I just learned to try to be a little bit more positive with them. But now my twins, man, they got into something in high school where they got jumped on. So one of my twins don't necessarily, he really ain't big on no outside, man. He go to work, fuck with his girl, he come home. Now, my other twin though, like you say, man, when he out here in these streets, he after that, you know what I'm saying, he had got him into a little mindset when, what I'm saying, when he thought he had to keep his pistol and shit on him all the time and all this shit. Like, yeah, because my boys play with them, and he'd be like, y'all, what's the purpose for? But I know what the purpose, but I don't understand the purpose. But I get it though, because I know what's going on out here. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying, they like to play with them, but they not. And one of my twins, see, they Leo, so high head type shit. You feel me? And I'm like, man, like, you just don't need that type of shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So man, it take, man, you just don't know. It take a lot to try to guide them, you know what I'm saying, and keep them away from shit. Like I say, man, just keeping them in sports, just keep talking to them, man, just keep being in their lives, no matter what, man. Like, fuck all that. Like, when people say co-parenting, see, people take that because you could be a co-parenting, but it's about the time that you put in with that co-parenting. I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, she calling you when he fucking up or when she fucking up and you picking up the phone and you popping up. No, if you're going to be a co-parent, no, I'm at every event. I'm taking you to everything. I need to know what's going on. You need to talk to me. Even if you don't want to talk, I'm going to force you to talk, all that shit. And you have to be there, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that's the that's gonna make them great people, but I guarantee you, man, they gonna pick up some of that shit. And out of my 10, bro, I really don't be having them issues like that. But as people, you know, like I say, everybody individual, so you gonna have it. Like even my oldest daughter, like out of all my kids, I would say she's the one that's more like me. And I love her to death, but we really don't get along because with her smart ass, she just thinks she's too smart. Well, I ain't gonna say too smart. You know, she just well informed, but it's still a certain way as a child that you talk to a parent. You feel me? Like but then again, she feels as though, well, I'm grown now. I can say the way yeah, you can, and I don't have a problem with that, but it's still decorum. You feel me? And I have to learn that as well. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm a father, that don't mean I can just haul off and just disrespect and call y'all out your name and woo woo. Now, me personally, you know, man, if you mind, you belong to me. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say to you. And that's just how I feel. But I understand as they get older and as people evolve, you feel me? I gotta evolve as well. So, you know, and a lot of times it's hard for parents to do that. You know, and I never been my kids' friends. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm there for them and I talk to them and I rock with them and you know I'm the cool dad and shit like that with their friends and shit like that. I really never been a friend. Now I don't think it's nothing wrong with being a friend, but like she said, the consistency part that you have to have that consistent parenting. You know what I'm saying? If you got more friendship than you have parenting, yeah, they gonna run amok. You feel me? And some people will say, well, damn, you got 10. So how the fuck do you go here to this one? See, all my kids was in the same household too. So it wasn't like I gotta go over here, then go over there, then go over here, then go over there to talk to them and reel them back in. You feel me? For the most part, all my kids have stayed with me. You know what I'm saying? Like when even after their mother, why when their mother was together, they was here. When me and their mother broke up, they were still here. My kids just recently went back with their moms. You know what I'm saying? In their teenage years. The only one that I never really had, and I really think this is why our relationship is the way it is, besides me, because I got a lot to deal with and fixing me, is, you know what I'm saying, I let her stay with her mom. And, you know, and she defends her mom to the fullest, as she should, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, even with my oldest, though, my oldest son, he knows, and not talking bad about nobody, because like I said, I got my faults, but he just understands the premise of life and relationships between the parents and stuff like that a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Than what she might have known. But other than that, man, yeah, man, just don't let them go too many places, man, and keep your foot in their ass. Shit.
I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but I might have to do a part two with you because you know my tablet be tripping. I'm at 8%, but we gonna rock it out. We gonna rock it out. We gonna do the part two tomorrow if that's cool with you before Bearded Tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? But I still got enough time to ask you some questions though. Cause you got another cause you know my show will be an hour, but we got 3 more minutes to 30 minutes, and then the next one we gonna rock out. I'm gonna make sure it's talk. I forgot to charge it too today. You know what I'm saying? But having a son that's in jail, you know what I'm saying, facing that type of time, do you feel like you failed somewhere?
Yeah, I
Or
did. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely I felt that way, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, what the fuck, bro? But you know, everybody I talked to was like, you know, all the brothers tell me like, nigga, no, you ain't did nothing wrong, bro. You was always there. You know what I'm saying? You took care of your kids, bro. Like and this is no bullshit, no cap, man. Like anybody that I ever ran across in my life, bro, any man and any woman, and no bullshit, bro. I'm talking about people that know me, people that or people that just know me because they see me with my kids. Everybody always tell, man, they in my home, but man, you the best father I have ever fucking seen. Even if they got their daddies in their life, a lot of people be like, bro, you the best motherfucking daddy, bro. Like, bro, the motherfucker tell me, man, you was my daddy. Nigga, you was a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but and my daddy always been there. My daddy went, you know what I'm saying? Even if he wasn't there, I don't think I would do that. I would be that type of individual to my kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. When I found that shit out, man, about my son, yeah, that shit hurt like a motherfucker, bro. And I actually apologized to him because you know what I'm saying. I thought it was something. Maybe it was something that I did or something that I didn't do, and you know he was like, "No, shit, you ain't this." He even told me like, "Man, you know, if I hadn't went to my mama's house, if I'd have stayed in your household, you know, I wouldn't even be smoking. I wouldn't even smoke weed right now." I told me, he was like, man, if I'd have stayed with you, man, I wouldn't be doing half of this shit. Cause I didn't play that shit. You feel me? Now don't get me wrong, when you let them go away, you let them be with the mom because you know what it is, they mom, and you know they do love their mom. I ain't care about that. But women just might be a little bit more lenient, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't say that neither because my mama didn't play. You feel me? But everybody ain't my mama. You feel me? Everybody ain't gonna shoot shit out you or beat your ass. And big up my mama. Yeah, I did say shoot shit out you. My mom, my mama ain't play. Nigga, pull a shotgun out, stab the knife in the middle of the floor, ask your goof ass where you think you going if you think you leaving out of my motherfucking house. Nigga, shoot the shit out you, pat you the fuck up, even if she can't fix the hole, your ass gonna bleed out. But I ain't not like that. But she didn't play. You feel me? My mama didn't fucking play, bro. So I guess that's where I get my sternness from. It's about they're not playing. But as they get older, man, I kind of like wanted to fall back and let them experience life. You can't always give them everything. You know what I'm saying? They got to experience something. So if they not listening to the shit that you saying, I don't want to necessarily say that's on them, but that's on them. You feel me? But yeah, man, I did feel like I failed them, man. I did feel like, I didn't do everything that I could have been doing, what I'm saying, to stop this shit. But he was on the right path, bro. The man had 2 jobs. He was doing what it just, man, and it wasn't a group of people. So it wasn't like he was in a gang or it was like with a bunch of motherfuckers influencing him. This was some shit that I need some money. I got 2 jobs. This shit ain't coming like I wanted to come. Let me go get, you know what I'm saying? In the process of that, some other things happened where some people got unalived and, you know what I'm saying? But allegedly, we don't know if it, you know what I'm saying, because we still fighting the case, so it's allegedly. And they trying to prove if he did it or not. But yeah, man, like I say though, I do feel as though, man, but regardless of whether people tell me that I did a damn good job, or regardless of how many times I hear I'm a great father, yeah, man, you gonna always think that, man, what the fuck could I have done better? You know what I'm saying? And and also, I found myself fumbling around with the ones that's, here trying to figure out what can I do to, keep them from, making that same mistake. And do I need to be hard? And then he actually called and told me, like, man, what the fuck, bro? You stop whooping us. He said, man, you need to start beating your kids' ass again. And woo, because as they get older, bro, I'm not finna do all that. My daddy didn't do all that. Now I'm finna talk to you, nigga. And if you ain't finna understand this conversation, like, okay, whatever happened to you, happened to you. Just don't call me. You feel me? And he like, man, you got to get back up the bell, man. Woo. This was me. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. But shit, obviously beating your ass didn't help because look, but I got what he was saying, though. But I got what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? Just put my foot down and be a little bit more focused and disciplined. And so, I've been doing it, but not with the physicalness, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just try to stay. Man, listen, man. Ain't no manual. And I say this shit all the time. Ain't no manual to being a parent, and being a child don't come with no manual. So sometimes, man, you got to wing this shit and just, you know what I'm saying, take it for what it is and just hope for the best,
Man, fuck what Trump talking about. We need to make ass whoopings great again. We need to make ass whoopings great again. You know what I'm saying? Some kids you can talk to, and some kids you can't. Sometimes we need both of them. Cause I was the type, I rather you talk to me and whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Difference between being a boy and a man. But yeah, hey, I'm gonna cut this interview short, and I hate to do it because there's still some more things I want to ask you. But we will come back tomorrow at about the same time, and I'm gonna be. But let everybody know what channel, because you going live tonight, because you didn't go live last night, did you?
Yeah, I was tired last night. Yeah, but tonight, man, everybody, man, make sure y'all subscribe to TMB. This is my blood, man. I'll be rocking out. So, but if y'all ain't over here, man, y'all can check me out at Bearded Conversation, on YouTube, BEARDED Conversation. You feel me? I ain't gonna spell it all the way out, man. I go live every night, of the strong. You know what I'm saying? Monday through Sunday. We got different things. You know what I'm saying? Through the weekend we do our music and interviews and things like that. And every Sunday, man, we get into the theology. So, I will be live tonight with the Bearded Lounge, man. Conversating a little bit, might play a few tunes. I don't know if I'm gonna be live as long as I used to be live, but you know what I'm saying, because gotta talk to my son. But look, he got this damn progress report and all these papers and shit he just put on my room today. already didn't talk to the teachers and shit. They didn't already call me, but he come in on a Saturday night bringing me this shit when he should have brought me this shit the other day. So, but no, man, he ain't doing as good as he should be doing, but he ain't doing as bad as he, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, but anyway, but yeah, man, shit, every night, man, at 9 o'clock, man, you feel me? To 11 p.m., man. On the weekends, you know, we go a little bit longer. Bearded Conversations, man. Also, man, I got another channel called Bearded Conversation After Dark. Every Saturday, I want to try to funnel my music to that channel because they demonetize me over there for playing other folks' music. So, you know what I'm saying, who don't own the rights to their shit. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to, you know, pump my other channel up with that. But yeah, man, y'all can check me out. Like I say, if I ain't on TMB with Monkey Man, hey, man, Bearded Conversation. And I'm mad I ain't get my album.
You gonna get it tomorrow. Cause like I say, man, I got this bullshit tablet, but I do got a computer that's on the way, a laptop on the way, man. God's been doing for me what I came for myself, man. You've been seeing my journey, man, and rocking with me, bro. And a lot of people on here have know my journey and shit. I'm just taking it one step at a time. I see my sponsor call me. I gotta call him back because I got some step work. I got one more thing to do and I'll be finished. And, you know, shit. I'm just trying to, you know, life be life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna stop by there tonight. I might jump on the panel for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Come fuck with me. Yellow Thundercat, appreciate you.
Now go ahead, cause go ahead.
Yeah, Yellow Thundercat, appreciate you for pulling up, and anybody that watched the stream, man. Hopefully, man, we get this thing, you know what I'm saying, set up just a tad bit better. So tomorrow, you know, we can really get in details and depth of who I am and what I do and why I'm doing the shit that I'm doing. So please stay tuned for the part 2. We appreciate everybody. And hopefully I'll be able to stream it from my page as well tomorrow. So we're gonna work on that, you know what I'm saying? And audience, you know, while we talking and conversating, man, I don't mind the audience. I don't want to run my brother's interview, but if y'all got questions or just, you know, y'all been rocking with me and watching me and y'all want to know some things as well, I don't mind the chat, you know what I'm saying, asking me questions, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm transparent. I'm here. I'll answer anything. You feel me? This, you know what I'm saying? Shit, even if I even if I was a billionaire and I came down to chill with the people, whatever y'all needed to know or wanted to know, shit, if I got the sauce, I give it out. So man, you know, don't hesitate, man. And sub up, man. Like I say, hit that like button, man, and sub up to both channels, y'all.
Oh, and plus 2 new things. Well, y'all already know. Keep Flowing Dollars will be back hopefully next week. Hopefully Keep Flowing Dollars will be is in the making, but for sure next week he'll be back. I'm gonna make that happen. And I got a new album me and my homeboy working on. We got a group called Too Real. We got 2 songs. So I'm gonna try to shoot them over there to you, Bearded, tonight. You know what I'm saying? Check them out, give us some feedback on it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, H-Time My Playground, my album coming soon. I'm just getting back into it. I got a lot of things on my plate because my recovery comes before all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm really focusing on. But 2, with recovery, you got to manage everything. But I put my recovery first and my mental health first because, hey man, we don't want that motherfucking monkey storm again. We don't want Hurricane Monkey Man no more. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna play my favorite theme song and his favorite theme song, and we about this bitch. Hold on.
You know what it is, TMB, man. Roll something, light something, bitch. H-Time My Playground where we ride on foes, sip on foes, trunk on glow. like for show, TV, no logo when you see me. On the late night with Bearded, having convo. Acres home, fofo, Uncle P in the chat. Excuse my manners, while me and Peso pass gas. I'm trying to get a bag. Why these niggas mad? Chocolate tie with the thick thigh. Vanna Black, like and subscribe. Early morning with Keem, that's a grand rising. I might just hit the gritty. I might just hit the Heisman. 2 Hill, that's Nike fam. Acres home, that's where I am. TMB with Monkey Man. That's on your channel now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. TMB with Monkey Man. He's a now no more. TMB with Monkey Man. TMB with Monkey Man. You know what it is, TMB with Monkey Man, now. I'm on your channel. TMB, greater conversation, you know what it is, homie. TMB with Monkey Man. TMB with Monkey Man. Smoke some bitch like Pimp say. TMB with Monkey Man. I'm on your what's channel. Up, baby? TMB with Monkey Man. He's in there no more.
Yeah, basically, y'all
I got
you know what it is, TMB with Monkey Man. What's up, like something, bitch?